And now it's time for Coach's Comments, presented by Southside Auto Tech. Cristiano Simonetta with you, alongside Stars head coach and GM Cody Chupp. And Cody, the Stars dropped this one 3-2 in a shootout to the Waterloo Blackhawks. But the start from your team is something that we've been waiting for over the past 10 or so games here. You get a 2-0 lead against the best team in the Western Conference. What was your team doing right, and what could that be assigned to in the future as to how to start a game the right way?
Yeah, I think we were excited about this one as a group, and ultimately we were very simple in our play in two zones, which allowed us, to have success in the third zone. And what I like about those goals is the pace of our transition and how we didn't slow anything down. We had good support to the puck, and so that side of it and major portions of this game, I liked our ability to make that simple play coming out of our zone and create transition chances for ourselves. And, this one, our performance through the course of 60 minutes, and there were some lapses and there's some new faces in the lineup on both sides. But our play throughout the course of 60 minutes was very solid. And if you look at the game, scoring chances, shots, we had opportunities to put it away and not allow them to hang around until the last minutes, where teams that have had success, they know how to win, they know how to keep pushing, and we knew they were going to do that. But our missed opportunities weren't in the second half of the third period. They were earlier in the game when we had a chance to put it away.
And the defensive side of things, like you alluded to, one of the best defensive games I thought from your club, with Robbie McCollum getting a big boost in his ice time, Anthony Malika as well in his first game with the Stars. How do you balance the new guys and the trust factor? I asked you this a couple weeks ago, but you're putting guys in huge situations, and they're being rewarded, and they're also rewarding you with their play, especially on that penalty kill. Dalton Norris is a guy who's been getting PK time, and you were 0 for 1 on the PK up until that point. The game is tied at 2. And you're putting out Dalton Norris, and he comes up with 3 huge shot blocks. So just talk a little bit about your defense tonight.
Yeah, that's our league. Is you have to give guys opportunities to prove themselves, and sometimes it's a bit of a process. And they build trust throughout the week in practice, and they build trust over time. And like the last time I saw Anthony Malika play live, the only time I saw him play live was last spring when he was playing for Team Michigan straight out of high school hockey. So we knew him as a player, but in this environment against this team, your first USHL performance when you take the red-eye flight in to Lincoln this morning, we were extremely pleased with his play. You look at guys like Dalton Norris who are continuing to improve over time and build that trust factor. Ty Glover's another one that had a really good game tonight, where his trust is being built over time. And sometimes that opportunity is what it takes for those guys to get going. And we were happy, like I said, with the new faces. We were happy with some guys that had some expanded opportunity tonight. A couple missed chances that I still don't know how they went and didn't go in the net. It's frustrating to have it right there on your stick, the game on your stick, and to miss out on 2 points that we really wanted.
So throughout that frustration, you guys put up 35 shots on goal against a team like Waterloo that is very, very good defensively. It's a reason why they're now 16-4-1 on the year. How do you balance that with your roster, knowing that you had opportunities to put the game away? They just weren't there. But if you believe in that buy-in tomorrow night, you may get rewarded, and you probably will get rewarded because, like you said, some of those chances we'll be dissecting all night long, all weekend long. But the fact of the matter is this was a complete game from the Lincoln Stars and just one shot away.
Yeah, the message is, you talk about how you build trust in yourselves, you build trust in the guys around you throughout the season, and there's little things throughout the year that you look back on and say, boy, I wish we would have learned our lesson there, or we did learn our lesson there, and it's paying dividends for us. And after a game like this, in a performance like this, we look back to the first game of the year where we played Fargo, and I thought we played a very solid game. They blocked a ton of shots and did a good job at the net front where we weren't rewarded offensively. But the message after that game was, that's a good performance. What we have to do is improve on what we did tonight, not throw it out the window and start from scratch. And so, our message tonight was very similar along those lines. Is we played well enough to win. Moral victories aren't enough for us. We want the 2 points, and now we have an opportunity as a group to say, what we're going to do is we're going to improve on that performance. We're going to better that performance, and we're going to bear down in the last 5 feet.
You had to kill 15 penalties over the last 3 games. Only had to kill 2 tonight. What was the difference there in terms of discipline? And you talk about guys like Ty Glover. Sure, he ends up getting a penalty there in the 3rd period, but looked like your guys are some agitators, and they played responsibly tonight when they had the puck on their stick, and especially stayed away from the extracurriculars when there were some of those.
Yeah, Ty, when he's at his best, he is right on the edge. And although he took a penalty tonight, he also drew 2-3 penalties. So that's the way we want Ty to play. That's where he's most effective, is when he's skating, when he's tenacious, when he's finishing every check. It's frustrating to play against, and you could see it tonight. And if he embraces that, his game's only going to improve, and it's going to improve with more opportunity.
Thank you so much for doing this, Cody. Stars dropped this one 3-2 in a shootout to the Waterloo Blackhawks. That was Coach's comments presented by Southside Auto Tech. Stars back in action tomorrow night against these same Blackhawks at Young Arena. 7:05 puck drop. We'll see you then.